Bail reform has been a contentious issue statewide, and it remains to be seen if the governor's plan will be successful. Joining us now to discuss is Dr. John Smiley, Associate Professor of Sociology at Hunter College. Good to see you. Also the author of Purgatory Citizenship, Re-Entry, Race, and Abolition, and works as a restorative justice facilitator at a juvenile detention center in the Bronx. Good morning to you, Dr. Smiley.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts about this change to the bail reform law?
Yeah, so I think that it's more performative than what they actually believe it's going to do, because the bail, the way it was already stated, already does what they want it to do. So judges already have a pretty wide discretion on when they can set bail or not even give someone bail and actually remand someone. And a lot of those issues you can Google, and it's section 510, point 10 in the New York legislation. And it's things like someone's personal activities and history, their criminal conviction record, juvenile delinquency records, if they had a firearm, or if they're being a flight risk. So there's already a wide range of when judges can either set bail and or just remand somebody.
Mayor Adams is emphasizing the issue of recidivism, and I wanted to ask you how you think the new bill will affect those who commit multiple crimes.
Yeah, so we know that that recidivism's high, but recidivism's remained high pretty consistently over the last 30 years across the country. Where we know that recidivism is lowered is not by putting someone into a position where hardship is continued, but actually giving them programming, giving them housing, giving them access to education, healthcare, legal aid, all of those types of things. So again, I'm not really sure how Mayor Adams is making this connection around recidivism and, essentially rolling back to the era of lock them up and throw away the key.
Marsh Kramer was reporting that it is possible that the reforms will be challenged in court. What do you expect to happen in that?
Yeah, so I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the legal innuendos, but I think that it being challenged in the courts is probably the pathway to try to make sure that these rollbacks don't go into effect, because we have to remember, while bail reform was passed in 2019, there were literally decades of folks fighting for bail reform because we know the devastating impacts of languishing in a jail pre-trial can have on people. And we know that it disproportionately impacts Black, brown, and other low-income New Yorkers. And so if it has to go to the courts to be challenged, then that is the fight that we have to see happen.
There's been this promise from the state in regard to investing in programs and in communities. I mean, what do you think needs to happen?
Yeah, so I think if we are all invested in public safety and kind of curbing violent crime or crime in general, then we really need to see deeper investments into anti-poverty legislation. So that means affordable housing, that means adequate health care, that means universal educational programs. For quite literally, again, decades, we've seen this tough on crime rhetoric that says anytime crime goes up, throw money at the problem. Anytime crime goes down, throw money because, that's helping the problem. But what the common denominator is that we do not see investments in communities, investments in trying to get to the root of the problem. And so, as I always tell folks, it's never a can we do this, but will we do this? Mayor Adams, for the last several years, has decried that defund is something that he's not interested in, yet he constantly defunds all other areas of the public sector. I work for the City University of New York, which is the largest urban college system in this country, and it's where the vast majority of New York City high school students go when they graduate. Yet he is cutting over $60 million from the CUNY budget next year. So how can we say we want to invest in our people, in our communities, in public safety, yet we are limiting the resources that go into higher education?
Dr. John Smiley, Associate Professor of Sociology at Hunter College, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.